Today, I want to talk to you about being so authentic that people have no choice but to respect you, and about what it truly means to stop shrinking yourself just to be accepted and liked, and how to find peace in standing tall even when it makes others uncomfortable.
This is the essence of femininity, healing emotion, bold energy, grace in my walk, truth in my voice, loving myself is my power, my choice.
Hi there. I am the Essence of Femininity, your certified professional life and recovery coach for codependency recovery, and this is my YouTube channel. I'm Yellow Butterfly. Today, I want to talk about something I have spoken about so many times on this channel, and that is something that sits at the very center of self-worth and personal freedom, and that is authenticity. You know, somewhere along the way, a lot of us stopped being ourselves. We didn't just wake up one day and say, you know what, I think I'm just going to go out into the world and hide who I am. No, it happened slowly in those quiet moments when being real didn't feel safe anymore. Maybe it started when you were little and you realized that speaking your truth made somebody else upset. Maybe you were told you're too much, or you're too sensitive, or you're just too opinionated. Maybe you said you were scared and then someone ridiculed you for being frightened. Maybe you were called a wuss for crying and you were made to feel small or embarrassed. But little by little, you tucked pieces away, pieces of yourself, just to keep the peace with others or keep others from hurting you. And I know that story well because for a long time I lived it. I wanted to make my parents proud and I wanted to hear them say, I'm proud of you. So I became the version of me that got the smile or the nod of approval. And every time I made them laugh or achieved something that they could brag about, I felt accepted. But as I grew older, deep down, I was disappearing and I didn't even realize it. See, the truth is, we learn early that authenticity comes with costs. People pull away. They label you. They'll say, you've changed. They'll whisper things like, oh, well, she thinks she's better. And when you've spent your life trying to belong, that kind of reaction can sting. So we adapt. We adjust our tone. We laugh when we don't want to. We say yes when we don't want to. We silence ourselves in meetings, in relationships, and even with family just to stay liked. But here's what I've learned the hard way. Every time you shrink yourself to be accepted, you teach people that the smaller version of you is all they're allowed to see. You also teach people that what they want from you is more important than who you really are. And that's not love. It's not love for yourself, nor is it love from anybody else. That's management. You're managing perceptions instead of living your truth. And I get it. I get it. You're tired. You've been strong. You've been polite. You've been accommodating. You've done exactly what's expected. But deep down, something is calling you back home to yourself. And that whisper that says inside of you, I just want to breathe. And that tug inside of you that says, I'm tired of pretending. I want to take off this facade. That is your authenticity trying to come alive again. So let's go back. Let's back this up a little bit because I want to talk about where fear of being yourself comes from. And like I mentioned earlier, for many of us, it began in childhood because we learned that love and acceptance had conditions to be quiet, to be helpful, to be perfect. Don't embarrass me. Don't cry. Shut up. Man up. All of these things. And as children, survival meant pleasing others who told us what to do and how to be. But as an adult, that same habit becomes the prison that we live in. Because as we grow up, you get a job, you start relationships, and you find yourself performing again and again and again. and you perform by being who you think they want you to be by showing up that way. You think they want you to show up by overgiving and people pleasing, hoping to be accepted. You're looking for that acceptance or that I'm proud of you moment. At work, you might be hiding your brilliance so you won't intimidate your coworkers, or you accept being sidelined and mistreated because you think speaking up is scary and going to get you in trouble. In love, in your relationships, you lower your standards and you enter unfulfilling relationships so you won't seem like a demanding person or just not to be abandoned at all. And then in your friend groups, you downplay your wins and that magnetism that you have so that you won't be called showy. You become an edited version of yourself that others around you will be comfortable. And that's not right. But here's the thing. Here's the thing about authenticity. It doesn't negotiate. It doesn't need permission. It just wants you to be you. And when you finally start showing up as the real you, yes, you might lose some people. You might have people who want to make things hard for you, but you'll gain peace. I promise you, you'll gain alignment. And the people who remain will love you for your truth, not your performance. So when people want you to perform, they usually need that because they're not living authentically. You are literally mirroring back to them the person they don't have the courage to be or the person they don't know how to become. Sometimes they've been conditioned to believe, or either they've even convinced themselves that you should be the version of the person they perceive you to be because that's what they need to feel good. And I know it's scary. Being authentic feels risky, especially when the world rewards conformity. But here's the secret. If they only liked the masked version of you, they never really liked you in the first place. And if they only like the version of you that conforms to their needs, you're better off without them. Authenticity doesn't mean oversharing or confrontation. It means alignment. Your words, your choices, your spirit, all moving in the same direction. And that is power. Again, here's what helped me start living more authentically. Number one, notice your yes. Every time you agree to something, ask yourself, is this for me or for their comfort? And number two, pay attention to the body. Observe your nervous system. Is your body telling you, I don't like this. I'm not feeling this. And then start with honesty. Not everything has to be a big confrontation or explanation. Just be honest in the next moment that invites the opportunity, because authenticity doesn't explode overnight. It grows through small, consistent acts of truth. And when you practice it, something sacred happens. You start to attract people who respect your boundaries. You draw in peace instead of pressure. And you stop performing for the applause of others. And you just start living in your alignment. And that alignment works with what works for you. It makes you happy and what you can do within your own capacity in a healthy way. Authenticity isn't arrogance. It is self-respect. It is confident. It is healthy self-esteem. Low vibrational people, or people who don't understand that, will automatically get that misconstrued. Authenticity is knowing that you're not for everyone, and that is okay. It's realizing that being real might cost you some relationships, but it will never cost you your peace. So let me ask you this. Are you ready to stop shrinking? Are you ready to be seen, to be loved and respected for your truth? Are you ready to take a real look at yourself and remove the facade? Because if the answer is yes, that is what real freedom feels like. You're not difficult or conceited. You're not arrogant. You're not too much or high maintenance. I promise you, you're not. You are simply becoming the version of yourself that no longer needs permission to exist as you should. And that's power. So I invite you to schedule your one-on-one consultation with me through my website. I would love for you to subscribe to this channel. I want you to join my other platforms, and let's work together to create the life you deserve, because freedom, it starts here. Bye for now. Are you ready to break free from codependency and reclaim your sense of self? Introducing the Essence of Femininity's 21-day Codependency Recovery Mastery Program starting May 1st, 2024. Led by a certified professional life and recovery coach, this program offers guidance and support to help you navigate the complexities of codependency and foster healthier relationships. But hurry, participation is limited and seats are filling up fast. Don't miss this opportunity to embark on a journey of healing and empowerment. The Essence of Femininity, empowering you to reclaim your authenticity and live a life of freedom.
This is the essence of femininity. Healing emotion, bold energy. Grace in my walk, truth in my voice. Loving myself is my power, my choice. Butterfly wings, I rise and I shine. The past behind me, the future is mine.